I have to choose attack, and then I have to wait for the attack bar to go up, and then I go and try and fucking hit someone. Because the enemy does it too, but I can't dodge them no matter how far away I run away, so everything's fucking RNG. I'm just super fucking confused about this game. I'm like, this is such an identity crisis. Either be turn-based or let me fucking, like, be hack and slash about this. Don't do this middle ground. This is fucking shit.
The way you say that, you either be turn-based or don't.
No, but you understand what I mean when I'm just like, pick one or the other.
No, I understand. Alright,
Like,
so...
God, fuck me.
Alright, so you getting the stream or what?
Yeah, I'm loading up.
Alright. Hello, Silacross. So, Death Battle has come back from their Kickstarter, and we will be... So, I know who wins, because the outcome of this match became very infamous very quickly. But I have not seen...
Is there something wrong with your fucking stream? Because I'm not getting anything. It's just infinitely loading.
Oh, did they not fix my internet yet? Here, let me try it again. Sorry. For some reason... Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let me know if you gain it.
Alright, we're good.
Alright. So, I have not seen this yet. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna talk about it obviously as it goes on. I believe Kyle and Mangler have already seen it to some extent. I've seen some of the complaints, but I have not watched the actual Death Battle yet. So we're gonna see how Death Battle is looking on their comeback. Can't wait for all that god tier research.
So,
go on.
I don't know whether to do this now or at the end, but some of their complaints are literally like, you guys didn't seem to have complaints when they used 2 non-canon filler feats for fucking Bardock. And when I say non-canon filler feats, I mean feats that they scale Bardock to, not what he does specifically.
Well, so I was told that King Vegeta's planet busting feat is in this video, but that's not canon, right? That's filler.
That's only for the anime. That's not even in Kai.
Oh, so that's the original anime then.
That's the original. That's the original Z. They're not. That's not even in Kai.
Why don't they just use Kai then?
I have no idea.
All right, whatever. We're gonna start.
Actually, both feats that they use are removed from Kai.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a look and see. Oh yes, cause I heard about that. They're using the Goku asteroid feat, right?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna let's see what they have to say, but let's just see if Death Battle's research has improved in their hiatus.
Look, all I'm gonna say on that before we start is, if they're using those 2 feats for scaling, then they were already fucking reaching for Bardock to begin with.
Nah, you're wrong. I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna see.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
I did know that they did flip the script. Okay.
Omni-Man versus Bardock,
the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who...
Hang on. Are you really telling me that the 2D animation for the characters was that expensive? Or is this more classic Death Battle? Are we not getting the animated characters anymore?
They usually say that for like one episode per year, but again, they don't have like funding themselves. They might do it again. I don't know. They might actually do that for like Thomas Valley.
Hang on, Kyle. Let me what the fuck is wrong with your mic? It's not necessarily Kyle's fault. It's my internet provider is kind of a little scuffed, so it causes an issue with the mic. Although, let me... Well, actually, it'll fix itself on its own in a few seconds. If Kyle has to talk again and it's still messed up, I'll just leave him rejoin the call. But yeah, so I guess that battle is no longer using their sprites for now. I'm very surprised on that one.
Who would win?
So you say they're sprites, but if you're referring to Omni-Man versus Homelander, that was 2D drawn.
No, I mean their characters. Like that they use during the discussions.
I'm confused.
Okay, you know how Wiz and Boomstick have had avatars.
Oh no, that comes back later.
Oh, okay. So they just can't afford to do it too often anymore. Because I'm pretty sure that would have been in there.
I honestly, I'm one of the few people who wish they just dropped the gimmick entirely. It wasn't fun, and it would save them a bit of money. It's not.
Teach their
It's
own.
not.
To each
It's
their
not
own.
fun.
Fuck off!
It's not fun, and then
Personally
their
attacked
jokes
right
didn't
now.
get better because of it. They don't know how to do skit comedy.
Dinara, I can't pronounce her name. Hello. Unicron Trilogy Starscream versus Dom Studio Titan Speaker. Man. Oh, hello, Abyss. Man, Transformers Unicron Trilogy versus Skibidi Multiverse. I have never seen Skibidi. I know it's like the toilet head thing, right? I have not seen that. Titan Syringe Man versus Vector. Are these all memes? I wouldn't know. Anyways, hopefully you're not a bot. Nice to meet you. Rare Kyle, good take. I know, those are rare. But I disagree. I like little avatars. Oh shit, what's up, Yoza?
Did you like the concept of them, or did you actually like what they were doing with them in terms of the jokes?
I like the concept. A lot of the jokes were
Okay, that's
good.
fine. I understand that, but unless the skit is going to add something to it, I think it was just a little bit of a waste of money.
I think that's fair.
Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why, Omni-Man?
So, this has nothing to do with Death Battle, but since we'll probably be the for now, I'm going to talk about these things. I kind of wish this would have come out before The Boys. Because this came out after The Boys, I did not want to do anything with Invincible. I didn't want to watch it or anything because The Boys had kind of already soured me to the idea of deconstructions.
That's fair. But The Boys is what I would call on the more extreme end.
Yeah, but fucking literally all everyone was talking about for like the first 4 weeks of Invincible was Omni-Man killing the Guardians of the Globe in the first episode. That's all anyone was talking about. And I was just like, I'm good. I don't need another evil Superman story. I'm good. Titan Drone vs. Piccolo? Yeah, unfortunately I don't know those.
And how, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe.
Alright, real name, Nolan Grayson, age 2000. Alright.
Even more so after they purged the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was...
Wait, he held his breath? He still has to breathe?
Yes.
I thought they didn't have to breathe. Alright, that's actually pretty neat.
on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who
But where has
actually were in a hurry flew to
resistance until tell about the Viltrumites regroup.
Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively
Atoms remembered on normal states in relation to their environment can be encoded to react to changes in that environment. For example, atoms in a muscle can ensure that the molecules behave normally even under extreme forces, or atoms in the air can be forced to maintain relative positions and act like an impenetrable wall. What the fuck?
It's just adaptability.
Alright.
call certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an
Conquest Marines just attached from Adam Eve who can alter matter at an atomic level. So correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't she get her matter manipulating powers like boosted after Thrag basically kills her? Like how useful actually is this early on?
If I remember correctly, she can basically rip stuff apart at the atomic level earlier on in the comics. I've read very few of the comics. I'm only going by what I remember. This is more of a Rock and Alice type of conversation you need to be having.
Fair enough.
atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh, only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons
His atoms can make himself stronger. Why is that never demonstrated throughout the series then?
in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even
Oh, hang on. What was that?
this is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe
And those about the image of the train is about eliminating things that can hurt them, things that can hurt Viltrumites. My dad's telling me how to beat them.
can't even scratch a Viltrumite.
We now have a list of weapons and beings that can hurt a Viltrumite, things that will become very valuable to the coalition of planets. So I'd like to point out that not only do they have weapons, but Mark confirms at the end of the series that Robot's weapons can hurt Thrag, the strongest Viltrumite in the series. So I don't know if that's
Like
what we're
him,
talking about.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring
Upon government's over, that sounds a tribute to our fall, brethren.
around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was.
Escaped the black hole, redirected text on the asteroid, destroyed Viltrum with help, flew between galaxies in under a week, slaughtered the guardians of the globe, can do Fortnite dances with the... Alright, he's in Fortnite, yeah.
Was before, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitched frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Why, Omni-Man? How? Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be
How
a
many
good
characters
father.
are in that
Godspeed,
series?
Omni-Man.
Also, wait. So to be clear, well, they do
I'm
reference.
I'm actually surprised about something.
What's up?
They didn't seem to mention that he was technically the son of the previous ruler of that planet. So he's technically the prince of the planet.
So they do mention it in because they do reference he's the heir to I think his name's Al Gore or something. They just don't directly mention it, which I will say is kind of interesting. One thing I would like to point out, though, I don't like the way they phrase the creatures can pierce Viltrumite's skin. As far as I know, they're just strong enough to punch through him. Because that's how Nolan dies in the comics. Spoiler warning for those of you who don't know. The comic's been out for I'm sure you would have known about it by now. I got it spoiled to me. He gets punched through the chest.
The comic ended in what, 2012?
Yeah, the comic's old. But so he doesn't die to some special means. Thrag literally just punches through his body and pierces his heart, which kills them. So those fucking smart atoms can't fucking adapt to your heart being nicked. Because if I remember correctly, Nolan doesn't say his heart got pierced clean through. He says he damaged my heart. Those smart atoms are a fucking joke. But yeah, so if you're strong enough, you can just punch through his fucking chest and he's done for. You scrape his heart and he's probably finished.
Reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist punch.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps
The planet, the
Saiyan
sun,
represented
or
the
me.
Yes.
best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer.
I mean, you can say that about any characters with a low healing factor. Yeah. But a lot of people talk up the smart atoms.
Lord Frieza. They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
Okay, cool. But that's a bit misleading. Say what it actually is. There are multiple timelines where his story changes depending on the timeline.
So, you were not there for that stream, but me and Mangler got into an argument as to whether or not Bardock should be allowed to use that attack Vegeta's doing, the Moon Creator, because I didn't know that this line was for a specific dub. So I thought Bardock was actually the guy who made it. But then I had to go look up Kai and look up the manga during stream, and no, Mangler was right. Apparently, he's not a scientist, because that would have been interesting.
You thought he was a scientist thanks to the old dub because they were trying to match the lip flaps.
Yeah. I think it's a lot funnier if he was the scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gina.
Okay, if we
and
got
had two
Okay, so this has to be made clear. If they're going by what's canon, then his story ends by getting killed by Frieza. He does not get blasted back to the past where he gains the Super Saiyan transformation. That is a what if.
Don't matter, because in Super, I'm pretty sure he scales above the Frieza Force, and that would probably fucking make him strong enough to beat fucking Omni-Man, depending on how strong you want to take Planet Busting and Dragon Ball. Because technically, Vegeta at a power level of 18,000 could destroy the planet. And he gets way stronger by the time we get to Namek, and the Frieza Force, or the Ginyu Force in particular, no-sell Vegeta.
Here's the problem. So when we talk about the Frieza Force, because the Frieza Force is fucking massive. That's everything. That's everything from Grunts to Ginyu. There needs to be like a certain line here where we need like.
No. So this is my fault here because I'm trying to reference the Ginyu Force because in the actual Super manga, Bardock ends up fighting what's his name? One of the antagonists that Goku fights later on, but this is when he was weaker. And allegedly, if I remember correctly, that guy is on par. Not the Doria. Although Bardock should be stronger than the Doria based off Super's information. Because he survives a fight against the... It was the guy who... It was the most recent arc. The fucking Black Frieza arc. The antagonist before...
Granola?
What?
Granola?
No. Okay, after Granola, before Black Frieza. There's another douche in the center there. That's the right arc. It is the Granola arc, but it's after Granola. They show up. They're like the fucking pirates or whatever. Fuck. What the fuck is his name? The point is, he should...
Bojack?
What?
Bojack?
No. Have you not read the Granola arc? You guys...
No, I haven't read anything past the Tournament of Power.
Okay, so in the Granola arc, they fight Granola. But during the arc, a bunch of random pirate dudes wish for their partner to become the strongest person in the universe after Granola wished for it. So, the guy who they fight at, who got hit by the Moro. No, God, fuck you guys. No, hang on a minute. Hang on.
I'm sorry. If you talk about antagonists after the Tournament of Power, it goes Moro and then Granola for me. Everything else is a fucking blank.
Yeah. Give me a second. God. Let me see. What's the guy's name? Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna look Granola versus. Dang it! I know he fought the guy. It's not Moro. Okay, I'm being sidetracked here. The point is that there's... Oh, Gas! His name's Gas! There it is. It's fucking Gas. Oh, now you guys mentioned the fucking name! Yeah. He fought him before the Wish. However, even before the Wish, he was on par with the Ginyu Force, from what I understand. All fucking bastards.
So that would be fine. The problem is that you can't scale. So the Ginyu Force and its members have changed. The only constant being Ginyu, because the Ginyu Force have died and gotten new members, and they've also gotten stronger. So I don't know how fair that is.
So even if we assume they got stronger, if they're part of the Ginyu Force, they scale above the Doria and Zarbon, who would scale above Vegeta. Because every member of the Ginyu Force was stronger than them.
Here's the problem with that, is that like you're comparing past Ginyu Force members to Zarbon the Doria, who would also be training and getting stronger.
Do you actually have like a statement to assume that like they're newer members, or are you just assuming that because that would be logical?
I remember that being a line from Ginyu.
I think that's just for Goldo, right? No, Goldo would fuck up saying Saga Vegeta. Well, actually, that depends, actually.
Goldo is the exception, because Goldo is in there because of his ability, not because of what he can do physically.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if I recall correctly, Krillin and Gohan were like, had a power level of like maybe 5k during the start of the Namek Saga, and I'm probably being generous there.
If Goldo couldn't stop time, or like Gohan would have fucked him up.
I'd have to see how long Raccoon's been on there, because I think because if he's on par with the Ginyu Force, that technically is all of them. But I'd have to see the statement again. Point is that
I just saw what you have on your screen. I cannot join the stream. Dang it! I was going to ask you FF16 questions, but you have the one thing on screen I cannot speak about. So.
Don't worry, Simon. We'll talk about that later, because I do have the Japanese guidebook for FF16 with all sorts of lore and stuff in there. That it's just...
All I wanted to ask about was, if you have, Shikabob, you're recording this, aren't you?
You can just send me a message and I'll respond to it. The messages aren't on stream. So
Yeah, no, I can't be in the stream.
yeah.
I literally just joined and then I just realized what the stream was. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can't be in this.
Just
Adios.
message me the question. You're good.
Bye, Cyber.
I like the guy. I do, but man, that was so random. He's a nice guy. All right.
Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of
too
his
late, son.
fallen
Already left.
friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his
Yo,
Wait,
could
wait,
move
wait.
faster than
Are they
light?
confirming? Wait. So I don't know if they're just saying that and it's just like they're using that as background footage, but are they confirming that they now see the Key Blast as light speed? Because it's just energy?
I guess, because I was gonna say, yo, you gotta stay.
Hang on, no. If that's how they're gonna play it, then there are whole swaths of like different series that they have to go back and rescale from scratch.
Yo, that's an issue.
As an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers.
Hey, that's.
I mean, I personally look from my standpoint. I don't personally disagree with that. I just make the distinction that if it's pure energy, I'm happy calling it light speed. But if we're going with all forms of conventional energy,
You fucking scumbag!
what?
Kyle, when energy is light speed? Oh yes, I will accept this graciously for my fucking scaling chain. So that game's Raging Blast? Great game.
I am the humblest of people, and you shall acknowledge me.
Listen, bro. How about you get some real faster and light statements like Vista and North Star, okay? Motherfuckers over here arguing fucking energy. Anyways, so
Right, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Quintillion Fist Man to come in and be fucking 18 hits.
I still have light speed statements in the guidebooks. Fuck you. But anyways,
Doesn't matter. It's not Quintillions.
but it will be. Sorry, let me just pull my
At some
laser.
point, actually, no, because of what's coming up next, that reminds me we should probably get Regal on at some point next year and do Polnareff versus Ray.
True. I now possess all the guidebooks and all the knowledge. Also, yeah, I know you kind of agree with me, but I think I have more than enough evidence with the guidebooks to just flat out state that like Ray would have killed Rao in that fight if it wasn't for Rao's cape. So unironically, Rao's fate completely rested on whether or not he packed that cape that day. Good for him.
Damn.
Also, so that is Raging Blast, a Dragon Ball game. That game is fantastic. I loved Raging Blast 1. Raging Blast 1 was great. I just want to talk about that because I had so many fond memories of spending hours playing that game.
Was that also the one? Was that also the one on the Wii, or was that 2?
I believe 2 was on Wii. Alright, let's continue.
True to his brutal screw you nature, Bardock's moves are all about oof.
I still remember playing Raging Blast 2 on Xbox 360. Raging Blast 2 was great.
You might want to scroll the screen back up. There we go. I was gonna say we couldn't see the full thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a key-powered bazooka.
Look, I'm just
His
gonna be very
rebellion
clear here when it
hammer-
comes to Dragon Ball characters. Just put key manipulation as just like fucking energy manipulation. It does not matter what the fucking moves are called. They're literally just different colored beams. It's very rare that they ever do anything different.
I don't want to agree with Kyle on this because it's very contrary, because it's very like reductive, but he is right.
At least for Dragon Ball.
Speaking of raging, Zim, who's going to Sparking Zero? I don't know who's buying Sparking Zero yet. Oh, also, fucking Mangler can stream tomorrow. That fucking bastard gave me that whole speech after the stream last week about, oh yeah, I won't be able to make it on Tuesday. Hits me up today. Hey, I think I might be able to make it this Tuesday. My friend's not going to be there for the Raging Blast event. And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of
can I just say I kind of hate Bardock's redesign in Super. I think it's a lot more boring now. This redesign. I think the original Alpha was a lot better in the original color scheme. Although I've come to learn that a lot of mangas do not like bright colors. That's mainly anime things.
few scenes it was time to
I think they did
romantic
that just to show that he was a low-class warrior, because there's no point in him being a low-class warrior and having a different pair of clothes than everyone else.
Yeah, you're probably right, but still, lame as fuck.
partner. He was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyan's
Oh,
power.
one of them was.
What the fuck?
Transformation that was the
To be
key to
fair,
their planetary
Raditz-
devastation.
Actually, am I the only one who kind of finds it stupid that Saiyans are so weak in general? You get stronger by being hurt. How are you all so fucking weak? I don't know. Bro, how are people not just fucking blasting or breaking their own fucking bones and shit to fucking recover with their fucking healing? Bro, you...
Because they make the distinction, it's not being hurt, it's being fatally wounded and surviving.
Oh no, Kyle, you're gonna have to shoot me and then throw me into this tank. So you're Bardock kill Omni-Man? Well, I don't know.
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail
See,
manifests
Bardock is way better than Super Bardock. Shitty empowerment.
the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While
He was
some
very
Saiyans
relevant
can
in that
maintain
movie.
control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about
Okay,
this
that's
time-
one of the feats. That's one of the feats that I want to point out to people, is that that's a filler feat. That's not in Kai, and that's not in the manga.
Yes.
We don't know how strong King Vegeta is. That's just the anime taking liberties.
I think, to be fair, I think in the canon, his power level was stated to be around 12,000.
No, I don't mind the power level stuff. It's what King Vegeta does, where it's just like he blows up like a planet cluster. It's just like, how about we don't fucking use that, eh? How about we just stick to the characters that we
King
do
Vegeta-
know?
His power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kind
Vegeta's power level 18,000. Saiyan Saga having long surpassed King Vegeta supports the Dub's claim. Bardock also started on one side of power with Doria, whose power level was 22,000. Yes.
of janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to
Yeah, surviving the fight with Gas already puts him above most characters
better understand his
in
potential.
that era. Bad Coca-Cola. Bad. You're not even a superior drink. Oh, I do like the shirts.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie,
No, you fucking don't. You use
I was
Philippines.
gonna fucking say, that is super fucking ironic, given that fucking, what they just talked about.
No. The irony of that statement, 30 seconds ago, you were literally showing a fucking filler feat.
Is it me or has YouTube ads gotten significantly worse? YouTube ads have gotten worse because they're trying to
They've
get
gotten worse.
they're
They've
trying to
gotten
get,
more frequent and longer.
yeah, they're trying to get people to pay for the premium. And honestly, it's starting to wear me down a little bit. I'm honestly tempted.
but Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000.
Here's the problem with this. I think that they're going to finish saying this, but me and Mangler were talking about this, and they're trying to compare Bardock to Goku during his training in the pod. But in the pod, he was constantly training and basically killing himself the entire way.
No, what I was gonna say regarding the pod, it shouldn't be scalable because by the time he gets to the pod, he would have already gotten a Zenkai boost, making him stronger than 10,000.
That's fair.
So there's no reason to assume. Also, Bardock's power level of 10,000 probably got retconned because that's from the movie. And as far as if he has a power level of 10,000, because we were talking about this, I think the other day on a stream. I don't know if it was an English stream or one of yours. If Bardock's power level is genuinely 10,000, it doesn't make sense he's a low class warrior, especially because they claim he's on par with King Vegeta. There is no fucking way that he would stand to be considered low class when he fucking shits on like 90% of the Saiyan race.
Well, this is where we're going to have to look up. Does Super have
a power level thing?
Well, yeah, does it like go over what Bardock's power is now?
I don't think it would. But we'd have to base him on Raditz. Because Raditz is a low-class warrior. We could say he's... So, our position has to be between Raditz and Nappa. Is Saiyan politics set in stone because Bardock was strong in both versions, but he was still class?
Okay, yeah. So the power level they're using for Bardock is non-canon.
Yeah, it's from the movie. That's why, yeah. Also, there's no way the Saiyans have a hard caste system. They're a warrior race. There is no fucking way they don't have a system where a lower class individual could fight his way to the top. I refuse to believe that. That would be so fucking stupid.
Arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast
This
his
is a non-canon feat. That's not in the manga and that's not in Kai. This is not usable whatsoever. This is them reaching.
Which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey, traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter.
To be fair, I don't think they really thought it out. It's Dragon Ball, to be fair.
No. Here's the problem with this feat as well. Goku's not technically piloting this even in these non-canon filler episodes. Because the pod is on a pre-coordinated set path to Namek.
Yes.
It's already got the coordinates and it's already on autopilot to there.
Yes.
Would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all.
One of the strongest aides of his time, held off an attack by thousands of elite soldiers, conquered many planets, including Kinesia and the planet Serial, gained future sight from Tulu, saved Goku from Frieza's extermination, defeated Dodoria, Chilled, and Gas?
Okay, so they're using...
Hang on, did he beat Gas?
No.
He survived Gas.
So... Chilled is from the legend... is from the Super Saiyan movie.
Yes.
I'm not sure how fair that is. I suppose that you're gonna give him everything because fucking... If you don't, he's got fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And this feat that they're giving him is completely not usable whatsoever, because this is complete filler.
Hang on, I'm trying to see what it says about Gas. Okay, so at the bare minimum, Gas basically confirms that Bardock should not be considered a low-class Saiyan. Because according to Gas, he says that Bardock is pretty strong, and he was under the impression that only a low-class warrior was sent there, but he must be mistaken. So, at bare minimum, Bardock would be
You'd think for a race that cares about strength above all else, it makes no sense why Broly and why he was like fucking disregarded, because they keep constant monitor on how strong people are, because that's how they know what soldiers are sent to what planets to conquer.
That is true. But this is where, like, I think the story... It kind of... Similar to what One Piece is suffering from right now. it's kind of suffering from like it's been around too long, so stuff they originally established isn't very good or correct at this point, if that makes sense.
Well, even like during the 90s when Bardock was basically introduced, they kind of fucked this up.
Yeah, so that's one of those situations. But based on this, it just looks like they're just going to composite him, is what it looks like. But
At this point, if they're gonna composite and use non-canon stuff, I really don't understand why at this point they didn't just fucking use Timebreaker. No, but you know what I mean. If you're gonna like use these different timelines for fucking Bardock, go the full hog. Use fucking Timebreaker. You've already fucked with it. You're not choosing a specific Bardock.
that is true. That actually wouldn't be that bad of an option either. Wait, Bardock loses his tail in the fight against Gas? How does he regrow his tail back? He has it in the movie, right?
You do realize that. I don't remember if this was in the anime or if this was like a spoof or something, but like they can regrow their tail by applying pressure to like their back.
Then why didn't Vegeta ever grow back his tail?
I don't know, maybe should ask Toriyama. Oh, bit late for that.
Uh, oh, did you just remember?
No.
You fuck. Okay, yeah, no, he does end up stomping out Gas. He actually does gain a power up that lets him just flat out clash and beat him. Yeah, so I'm fairly positive that Gas will be stronger than the Ginyu Force at that point. But yeah, so if they're including Gas, that means they're including
that
the
other
and
stuff.
everything.
Makes
so it's all
sense,
just
given
together.
far weaker characters could
the
reach
fight
the
with
moon
Gas
in a
makes him higher
fraction
in
of a
moon
second.
class.
Should be
Oh,
trivial
the
enough for
moon
Bardock.
feat.
Oh, this-
Did you ever remember the VSB debate era where they didn't accept moon level Roshi even though he blew up the moon?
Oh, I fully remember that because the biggest thing I remember coming from that, like, as much as he was a cunt, Seth the programmer invited one of the fucking like people on that thread, and they just had like a discussion like, you guys really have no reason not to accept this aside from you don't like it, and he got the person to concede that they just didn't add it because they didn't like it.
Damn, bro, what a crazy era.
Oh, well, it's not even it's not even that crazy. We literally have actual like video evidence of them actually saying on a thread, we just don't accept stuff if we don't like it.
But yeah, so it looks like they're not going full composite because they're not using Timebreaker or Xenoverse. Because Timebreaker is not Xenoverse, is it? No, that's Heroes. No, Timebreaker's in Heroes, technically.
It's in Xenoverse too.
Well, yeah, but it started in Heroes then, so the lore would be in Heroes. Toriyama forgot. Wasn't the reason Broly was trying because he would be out of control?
Well, when did Heroes come out? Because didn't Xenoverse come out in 2014?
Timebreaker Bardock was not in Xenoverse 1. I'm pretty sure Timebreaker Bardock did not show up to like Xenoverse 2 or 3 as a guest character because of Heroes.
There's only two Xenoverses, and I'm pretty sure he was a boss in Xenoverse 1.
Can anyone confirm if that's the case?
Because I believe Toa and Mira brought him.
Oh, Jay, so this is a stream you show up for! But alright, yeah, so he already beat Gas, who's at least someone on par higher than the Ginyu Force. Yeah, he beat Gas, which would be stronger than the Ginyu Force. Yeah, 100%. He wasn't 1? Okay, he wasn't 1, so I'm wrong. Alright. Yeah.
Then where's my Demigrass scaling?
His speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal,
But
they
yeah,
went
there's no
cheerio.
reason.
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people,
Guys, we can
until he
mantle
found
Hannah's
two
cheddar.
survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to
The heaters and gas were comparable to elite Frieza soldiers such as Zarbon or the Ginyu Force. Bardock's main battle strength all increase was also compared to a grade 8, implying 10 times boost. So I did just get done watching that fight. What Gas specifically says when Bardock gets this amp is you Saiyans only have a grade 8 power or transformation. What is this that you're doing? So yeah, it would be comparable to the grade 8
protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before...
So to be clear, this part does not happen in Super, as far as I know. Does Bardock apply the grade 8 transformation to his base? Basically.
Coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid
Bardock is a tragic character, yeah.
away for protection. A choice
But
that
you don't
allowed
really
his
think
son
about
to
it
thrive.
because-
And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that
Actually, so funnily enough, during the fight against Gas, Bardock gets to wish with the dragon there that his sons prosper. So when his rats gain revive to prosper.
would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died. Or did he? Bardock
No,
got killed so
it's
freaking
a-
hard he got blasted.
It's a monkey's paw Dragon Ball. I wish my sons would prosper. I didn't hear the S on the end.
Back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these.
Bardock briefly survived Frieza's supernova attack in this continuity, an attack that would yield 20 ketatons, or queta? That's a Q. Quetatons of TNT. As a Super Saiyan, he'd also scale above Saiyan Saga Vegeta. I want to be as clear as fucking day for a fucking minute. That black box enrages me so much. Because the Gas fight alone would scale him to Saiyan Saga Vegeta. You would have to assume that Bardock's power level is like 500 to not at least scale him comparable to Saiyan Saga Vegeta. Fuck out of here!
These two
What's
who
that
miscalculated.
Hang on, Kyle. Unfortunately, there was some lag there. Alright, speak.
Wouldn't that make him weaker than Roshi?
Bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This is so stupid. As a Super Saiyan, he would scale? Bro, Super Saiyan is a times 50 multiplier. There is no... Even with Bardock being at a power level of like 500, I'm pretty sure 50 times still puts him at 25,000, doesn't it? Well, I guess it does say above Saiyan Saga Vegeta, so that's gross.
Misplaced him incorrectly in the time.
Is there an in-canon reason why Bardock stayed with Jean instead of going with Goku? Yeah, the Saiyans were called back, and if he left, they would notice. But if his son left, who was weaker than dirt, they probably might not notice.
Well, wasn't it also the thing where, like, Gina says that, like, why don't we escape as well? And he's just like, our son can get away with it because he has a power level that won't be noticed, but we would be noticed.
Yeah, there wasn't
And
really...
they would be alerted that something is up, and the pod can only hold, like, 1 or 2 people anyway.
Yeah, because apparently only Earthlings and the Mechians ever learn the ability to lower your power level.
Blah, blah, blah.
Keep in mind, if they ever learned how to, like, control their ki, like, Goku would still have parents.
Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these two who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Wait, is there now a canon explanation for how he survives?
No, this is from Xenoverse.
Yeah, but Xenoverse is technically not quote
No,
unquote canon,
it's
but...
It's another timeline.
Aren't all timelines now canon because of Xenoverse? Like, isn't there like fucking Goku from GT and Goku from like Super?
Technically, if you're going that route, then all the movies are canon because they're their own individual timelines. It's this is why I say like when you're doing Dragon Ball, you now have to be hyper specific on which fucking version because now they haven't just like made it just one. It's now like a multiverse, and each multiverse has its own fucking
Wait,
timelines.
hang on. Hang on. Before we continue this, I think he makes a joke about non-canon.
Who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah, 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 non-canon, whatever.
Non-canon. Do you hear that, Kyle? We don't care about non-canon things. Oh man, it's a good thing we haven't been carrying Bardock scaling with feats that aren't canon. Oh, that'd be.
No. Don't you remember the statement about reliable research?
Oh, bro. Oh man, Death Battle just is back in full stride.
Look, I'll give them this. They are really trying for Bardock, but this is some of the shit where it's just like you can tell that they're fucking reaching.
To be clear, I believe Canon Super Bardock is well, actually, let's see what else they say. Let's see because actually no, I think Omni-Man's still way faster, but let's see.
He survived, and when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
Alright, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication,
Oh
introspection,
shit!
victory.
What did his sons do?
So the Super Saiyan form is
That's
actually just
complete bullshit. Gohan, Gotenks, and Trunks have something else to say about that. If I remember correctly, I think Pan did it in GT just fucking like casually.
So according to Kaba, who's probably the smartest Saiyan alive at this point, the Super Saiyan transformation is just concentrating energy on your back and letting it spread out through your body, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, all this shit ain't needed.
Failure, love, and loss. Frieza
I'm gonna be honest, bro. You could probably if you're a Saiyan, you could probably take a hard enough shit and you'd probably transform into a Super Saiyan. Give it enough time to
destroyed the
struggle.
Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own.
Also, could I actually just point out that Frieza's full power is so fucking massive that I don't think he would have ever needed to destroy the Saiyans because there would never be a Saiyan strong enough that he wouldn't fucking like chop off before they got Super Saiyan.
But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated,
No, he
even
didn't
for
have
a
it, Krillin.
moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, poor one.
Okay, I'd like to point out, but like they're kind of gassing up Bardock here, but by their logic, Bardock would still be weaker than fucking first form Frieza.
Out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all.
No, I want them to understand, like, they're making it sound like that if Bardock went Super Saiyan, he would have just stopped Frieza, but it's just like, no, Frieza would have still been in his first form. At worst, he would have broke out the second form.
In order for Frieza to lose in base form, Bardock's base power level has to be over 50,000.
530,000?
Yeah, so Bardock has to
In
have
base?
Bardock has to have a power level greater than 500 or than 50,000 at bare minimum to have a chance. No, hang on a minute. My math's off. Okay, so if Bardock's power level is 50,000 and he goes Super Saiyan times 50, he gets a power level of 2.5 million. So if Bardock's power level, let's say it's 10,000 times 50, that puts him at 500,000. Or is that 1 million?
Hold on, so 50,000 times 50
Is 2.5 million.
is 2.5 million.
Okay,
And
so
then what?
10,000 times 50. What's 10,000 times 50?
500,000.
Yeah, so this man barely scratches first form Frieza, even with like the best case scenario for his power level.
Worst case scenario, he makes him get out of the fucking chair.
From what I know,
I want people to understand this. Piccolo, by the time Piccolo gets around the fighting Frieza, would have been able to whoop the dog shit out of fucking Super Saiyan Bardock by their logic.
God, that's so bad. That also, I'd like to point out Goku's power level skyrocketed when he did gravity training. Yeah, apparently Saiyan just never trained under any circumstances ever, apparently.
Rat would be proud. Hey, shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining you in that support is the
Fucking,
first ever
I remember when they were doing that, and it's just like, ooh, we're spoiled by Blue Chew. You know what gets me hard? Watching people die.
independent death metal episode, Manscaped.
Manscaped's newest
well,
masterpiece is the
Manscaped.
Lawnmower 5.0.
Alright, let's see the fight.
My mantra is
I already graduated from college! Fuck off! What's up, Rockin' Alice? You're about an hour late to the stream, but, nice to see you as always. I'm gonna wait Kratos versus Ozra.
You know what?
Bro! Kyle!
This episode is sponsored by Manscaped. You might lose a fight, but it doesn't mean you have to look bad while you have.
Kyle, bro, if this is what they did for Bardock, bro, you ready for Kratos to just become fucking tier 1? You ready for fucking Outerversal Kratos in this fucking match against Ozra, and Ozra gets barely solar system? Are you ready? Because I'm fucking ready, bro.
Are you ready for him to basically question whether or not Chakravartin is ever actually throwing stars?
Bro, what? It's actually the gravity moving the stars, not Chakravartin himself. Bro, I need to make a bingo sheet. I think I can fucking cook here.
The guidebook says that he sits in the very center of the Milky Way galaxy, but we know that's not true. Because he's in the Milky Way galaxy, it's just like, shut the fuck up.
Actually, that actually reminds me. Before I buy the art book and the guidebook, I'm gonna have to hit up a couple people and see if they have those that guidebook like scanned or not before I buy it. Because I will scale the fuck out of there after I'm done with Signalis and Nier. Yo guys, what did I miss? Nothing. Would you just an hour-long stream for a 20-minute video that hasn't even gone past 15 minutes yet. Nothing crazy. All right.
I'll tell you this right now because I've already seen the fight. It's exactly what you think it is for two flying bricks. It's fucking. They do what they can, but it's fucking boring.
All right, let's see. Well, this is made by Devil Artemis, right? Devil Artemis is good animation.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
Yeah, but there's not a whole lot you can do with two flying bricks with no powers.
This planet is.
Would Omni-Man actually fight the guy right off the gate? But whatever, it's fine. That being said, though, I will say, let's talk about the real person carrying Death Battle right now. That's Devil Artemis. This motherfucker is carrying this fucking series on his back right now.
It's a hard question. Wasn't it like that basically like I don't even know why they use the Xeno.
Hang on, Kyle. Hang on. One second. All right. Hang on. Spoiler VC. Hang on, guys. Gotta fucking rejoin the fucking call. Good lord. Are you guys doing okay?
You good?
Oh, okay, good. Yes, you're here. Okay, yes, I seem to have reconnected. All right, you're clear now. Go ahead.
Well, can I? Thank you. So, my question is, what's wrong with these models in your?
Yeah.
You've closed the stream again on me.
I know. Hang on. I didn't realize you had it. Okay, there we go. You good?
So, my question is, what's wrong with these fucking models? Because why does Omni-Man look like a toy from McDonald's, and Bardock fucking... It looks like a hybrid of his fucking Xenoverse model, but just very plasticky. I don't understand why they didn't just take the model from Xenoverse, which I know they can do, because they've fucking done it before for Goku, and they didn't just take the Mortal Kombat sprite for fucking Omni-Man. Because they can't say, oh, the art styles don't match up. That hasn't stopped you cunts from doing other, like, comic and anime matchups.
Jay, I streamed on Friday some DMC. I don't know if you saw that. But I can stream some DMC after we're done here.
But you understand what I mean, yeah?
Yeah, I understand. No, they look like toy soldiers almost. Very plastic.
Omni-Man definitely looked like a McDonald's toy.
Why do you say it like that?
It's very specific when I say
Oh,
McDonald's
God!
toy.
No, because people are pointing out Bardock's fucking chin. Bro, Bardock doesn't have a chin! What are you talking about? Bro, that man lost his chin! What is this? Oh no, that side profile is doing more damage to him than Omni-Man would in the fight.
No, he's got the derby face. If you want to point him face on,
No!
yeah, you know, yeah. I don't want to say this. I'm going to use something else. Have you seen the face that Shane Gillis makes when he's pretending like he has Down syndrome?
I have not, no.
Hang on, I'll get it to you.
Bro, this reminds me of that old fucking content cop with Leafy is here that items made back in the day where he has like the fucking negative chin. Oh my goodness. That's what Bardock looks like in the Mass Saiyan model? What did they do to his chin, bro? Bro, I have more of a chin than him. Look at that. I have something here. What the
Zip,
What?
I'm just going to send this to you, and you tell me that this is not fucking Bardock's side profile.
Let me see.
You can see it, eh?
Yes, fucking spot on.
No, it gets even better. Look at how his neck is stretching compared to the photo I said.
No, let me see. Oh no! Bar looks like he's from Iron Man looks like he's from multiverses. I mean, I followed the guy for a time, like its animations, but his sense of humor went down once TFS finished Dragon Ball Bridge.
Oh,
That's fair and human. Oh no! All right, so
My
clearly,
cheeks hurt.
okay, so clearly Bardock lost, right? Like, well, I already know he did, but like Bardock lost because of his chin, not because of the scaling, bro. That man needs to fucking leave, bro. You squaring up with a chin like that? No, this. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Anyone's to conquer.
I'm gonna break your non-existent jawline.
Bardock needs to start mewing. Glad Goku Max got that fixed. Megatron Prime 2.0 Unicorn's Necromancer's Toilet Death. Yeah, sorry, man. I do not know anything about Skibidi Toilet.
Don't underestimate me.
I like how the music's a callback to Omni-Man vs. Homelander.
Sticking his nose in places he's not right.
My son.
God.
He doesn't even have the jawline on the front profile.
Kick his ass.
Man, Omni-Man's fucking 2-0 when it comes to fucking, like, soundtracks in this fight. Good lord. Is this the last Omni-Man fight? Are we done?
Unless they fucking plan to have him. No. Yeah, this would be it, because fucking who else are they gonna have him fight? If we see another Invincible fight, it's gonna be fucking like either Invincible versus Gohan, which is gonna be a Dragon Ball win, or it's gonna be Adam Eve versus Gwen.
So, who here has seen the movie Toy Soldiers? If you have, can we all agree that Bardock looks like the main villain in Toy Soldiers? The main G.I. Joe knockoff guy? That movie's probably too old for you guys. But yeah, Brand Yates actually cooked pretty well with this one.
You're an embarrassment.
Yes, Jay?
Wait till you see the real power of a
Now, I have a gripe when he transforms back into Bardock.
Alright, so that comes a little later.
It is, but it's going to be a big one that I'll mention this now. He's not nude.
Then why am I here? I'm still confused how their armor works. Their armor is super stretchy. Bro, there's a fucking ad in the middle of the fight. Are you serious? I thought you guys got a Kickstarter for this.
Am I supposed to be impressed
It's the first episode. You could at least put no fucking ads. Yeah, Brandon's got fucking bop in here. No, like, cause Omni Ever's Homeland is probably one of my favorite Death Battle songs, and I don't really like most Death Battle songs. That one's pretty spicy. Why would you attack with your fucking tail? That's your weak spot. Oh, no, there it is.
I thought he was gonna bite the tail when I first fucking saw it.
Hang on a minute. If his tail got ripped off, he probably would not be conscious afterwards. Hold up a minute. Like Vegeta.
No, if I remember correctly, ripping their tail off causes immense amounts of pain.
Yeah, Vegeta was not walking that off like, okay, yeah, I'm good. No, that was like, what the fuck, bro? Oh, I had a profile like Bardock for a second there.
Shit.
Won't the tail shrink too? Or no, it doesn't, right? When Vegeta loses his tail, it doesn't shrink.
No. My sons. Lead me. I won't let you take me from my war.
I was thinking about it, there's no scenario where Bardock should have won this fight. Not with what they claim. No scenario.
Well, when they talk to it, when they talk about the result, I'm gonna point out like one of the things, like even if they want to give AP, the feat that they're giving for speed is so fucking unusable. The best you've got is like light speed reaction from Bardock, so even if he was like way fucking stronger, he would never catch Omni-Man, so it would not matter.
Let me be clear here. This is gonna be one of those death battles where death battle is wrong by their own evidence. That's gonna be one of those. This is one of those death battles. I can already tell you that. Unless they're gonna pull out some really crazy Omni-Man shit.
Your time is up.
Did they get J.K. Simmons to voice him, or is that just like
No, that's just someone who's really, really good.
all the way around? No. Based on what they've given, based on what they've shown for evidence for Bardock and them, Bardock should not lose this.
Saiyan. Remember it.
Really? Why can't we just have a classic death battle death where he just fucking like punches through his fucking chest?
Fuck.
Okay, so if they wanted to stay true to how Invincible likes to do things, he would have said that in his head. If they acknowledge that they can't speak in space.
Why would he even say fuck? The Saiyans aren't even gonna come back anyways.
Fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5
Okay, stop.
times light
This is not usable.
Yeah.
speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's
Yeah, this is them fucking like reaching drastically to give Bardock something. So in every given scenario, if anyone else was to do this research, they would never give this feat to Bardock if they were being genuine.
Unless they go for like a composite everything, but I don't think Omni-Man.
But then if you're gonna composite everything, you're then gonna start adding stuff like Xenoverse, and then if you keep going down that rabbit hole, you could also do like fucking Jump Forces.
Do not bring up Jump Force in this household. It shouldn't have been canceled. It's actually a good game. Fuck you. I just want Kenshiro in a fighting game. Why is this so fucking hard to ask for? Okay. Omni-Man could possibly scale to Universa. Man, I thought my name in this game was bad. Who flew from beyond the observable universe to Earth and back in under a day. 34 trillion times faster in light. Bardock would still exceed such speed with Super Saiyan. Bardock would still exceed that, even with the 10 times monkey boost, which he got in base. that they're not accounting for.
It's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets.
Bardock's actually stronger than King.
This is a non-canon feat. The best that they could do so far is, say, planet level, based off like scaling higher than say in Saga characters.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're literally doing like multipliers, which I think might get him to multi-planet to like maybe Dwarf Star.
It depends, cause it really depends on how weak you have to be to blow up a planet. Is the problem? Because Dragon Ball never establishes that.
Well, the problem as well is that like Vegeta implied that he could blow up the planet, but that's after powering up a full-powered Gallic gun.
No, but that full power Gallic gun is because Goku's there to fight him. Again, we don't know how. We're never explicitly told or shown how much force is actually needed to blow up a planet in Dragon Ball. Because keep in mind that Frieza could not blow up the planet, and he's astronomically stronger. Regardless of how much Frieza's holding back, that planet should have been fucked. Namek should have blown up the second that ball hit it. Just being real here.
Only smashed 1, but given how big that one planet
He didn't make that mistake in Resurrection F.
are actually pretty similar until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt.
We now have a list of weapons and beings that can hurt a Viltrumite. Things that will become very valuable to the coalition of planets.
Viltrumites.
Okay, so the exact scan they're using is a guy claiming they have weapons that can hurt Viltrumites. Let's see what they have to say.
Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumite.
I think what they're trying to say is that like any weapon that's not on the list cannot do it.
Okay, so so this raises a bigger question about what about creatures or weapons that aren't directly on the list that have statements they could hurt Viltrumites? Because again, if we take the statement for robots,
I feel like this would. I feel like this would have been far easier if fucking one of us has read the call.
I'm just gonna fucking say Robot can throw hands with Invincible and Viltrumites. And he can hurt Thrag with his weapons. They're not invincible. They're not by a fucking mile. This is wrong. Because Robot.
So, when
I think someone stated certain techniques in Dragon Ball is used for blowing up planets. Probably. I did not expect them to do the complete opposite. They gave Bardock the speed advantage while giving Omni-Man the strength and durability advantage. Yes.
their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet.
The cannon destroyed the disc because a smaller diameter than the body of Viltrumite, so the blast large surface area at a distance would not impact scaling. Conquest also destroyed the ship later, despite the fact that it can withstand some firepower against cementing Viltrumites as superior to it. That is a Viltrumite, so he would know if they have weapons that could hurt him. Yeah, but he says we have weapons. Like, are they rare? Yes. But they have weapons. He says they have weapons in that panel.
Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question.
Man, I know I do the same thing, but man, I can't help but say like fucking nerd. Like I would, if I was to see this, I would never even think about doing this sort of calculation. I wouldn't even know where to fucking begin.
Probably for the best. Hang on.
There you go. There's a new black box.
What? What do you mean? Oh, weapons that can kill Viltrumites, such as the Infinity Ray, have greater feats like causing supernovas. This also applies to Viltrum's destruction, which could have been deadly due to the core's heat, the Infinity Ray, and the speed of impact. So, regarding destroying the planet, they did it until Mark gave them the list. Okay, thank you, Rockin' Alice. Thank you for the context.
That's 24 zeros.
Which makes
Okay, so
Omni-Man over-
pause this. This is where I really kind of hate how Death Battle does shit, because like, I know they want to try and make this 20 minutes and condensed so people, like, mushy-brained dickheads don't get bored. But man, you are a versus show first and foremost. be fucking more specific. Show us the list of weapons.
Examining the high end for King Vegeta's planet bust at 12.8 quetatons, putting Bardock's max potential at 7.704 quetatons. How is that based on max potential? Okay, so to be clear, based on the feat they're using for King Vegeta, he flicks his wrist and blows up 3 planets. It does not look like he uses any effort to do that whatsoever. We have no metric to scale that fucking attack. It was fucking casual, unless they have a statement otherwise. Where do you mean, like, what's the high end for that? Because if the high end is the scalable high end of what we observably see, that number should probably be greater regardless for Bardock.
11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to
Oh,
Nolan.
wait. Did they just fucking stack the fucking Grade 8 transformation on top of Super Saiyan?
I know, because this is... Wait. If Great Ape is now base, according to the gas statement...
No. Well, what they said is, like, when he was the Great Ape, his base became what it was as the Great Ape, so he would still get a 10 times multiplier when he goes into Great Ape. Think of it when Goku went Super Saiyan God, and that just became his base.
Yeah.
If he was to do it again, he would still get an increase in power. So what they've done is that instead of taking the Super Saiyan and the Great Ape as 2 different metrics and measuring them from base, they've just fucking stacked it from the Great Ape.
It's not stacked. It's
Sorry, if I remember correctly, unless I watched a different battle, I didn't see a blonde monkey.
Bro, if Bardock went Super Saiyan 4, he would have dominated this fight 100%. Not even up for debate. So, no. He can't stack Great Ape. I know it's a visual representation. It's just that, like, they shouldn't be showing it like this. They should show them on 2 separate bars. They should not be shown like this. Golden Ape does exist. It's in GT.
It looks like they've just tried to stack fucking Great Ape on top of Super Saiyan.
So, yes, Great Ape does not stack. But technically, this 10 times is base.
No. So I've explained this to you. The 10 times he got was when he was... That's the strength he was when he was a Great Ape.
No. Because of the Gas statement, Gas compares his power up during the fight to the Great Ape transformation. But they don't factor that in this video for some reason.
Yeah, but you have to have more evidence. Otherwise, they would always be going into Great Ape and then always be getting 10 times stronger each time.
No. Bardock doesn't go Great Ape in the fight against Gas. He's in base the entire fight. It's just that when he powers up near the end of the fight, Gas compares it to the Great Ape transformation. So
what you're saying is his base should have just been called the 7.7 quetatons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on board now.
Okay, but I mean, regardless, this would just say that it wouldn't work unless this is these 2 combined with this. But I don't think that's what they're going for.
Forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither has one
But literally a game of numbers.
So, Kyle, I believe what you meant to say was this is a game of numbers.
Find me a fight past like the US plus mark, whereas find a fight before like the US plus mark is a game of numbers.
Hang on, Kyle, 1 second. I really hope they fix my internet soon. Alright, go ahead again. Speak.
So numbers aren't everything in a versus match. Bullshit. Find me a fight that's below Uni Plus that isn't a literal game of numbers for who wins. There are very few fights.
Gojo was stronger than Sukuna and he lost.
distinct advantage that can win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and
Just say he wins versatility because of range. Don't even try and fluff it because of anything else. Just say range.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last two categories.
If we give Super Saiyan the Bardock, he should get Timebreaker. All I'm saying, they're both as canon as the other.
You agree with me. If you're gonna go this far, just fucking do Xenoverse. Just go the full hog.
They literally go out of their way to fucking talk about canon and non-canon, use non-canon feats, make fun of feats that would be considered canon and call them non-canon, and they don't even just go full composite when they're already compositing the fucking character.
Well, I'm also just gonna bring this up. If they're gonna go and give him non-canon shit, then there's a statement from the creator of Invincible that the crossovers of Invincible are canon, so you can literally give him fucking Mortal Kombat scaling.
Then that means Nolan gets all the image crossovers. I'm down with that. I'm down. If we're gonna play that game, I'm down.
Oh, if we're gonna go this route, then that means that like he would scale higher than all of the evil marks, because didn't some of them literally fight Spawn in the darkness?
Yeah, but I don't scale Spawn that high. Or I don't scale the darkness that high, my apologies. Spawn is weird. The darkness caps at Uni Plus.
That's still, like, that would still be something.
It'd still be stronger than Bardock outside of his fucking crossover forms, yeah.
Yeah.
Than Bardock over 2,000 years.
If I remember correctly, he was able to fight Spawn, the Darkness, and Witchblade, because I know, depending on what version of Witchblade, she also compares to the fucking Darkness.
We would also have to get Bardock Heroes and Xenoverse then. So this is really going to come down to... Well, actually, does it even matter if Mark is Spawn? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but Spawn's more powerful forms are just that. They're forms. They're not base Spawn, right?
No, they're different you know what? This is more of a Mangler thing. He's Red Spawn.
Mangler, wake the fuck up!
No, I'm just gonna say this now. This is why me and Zim get the shits when Death Valor does composites like this, because if you're not gonna composite both characters, just stick to what you canonically know. But I know why they didn't stick to what they canonically know about Bardock, because if you stick to that, he gets fucking nothing.
Curious that they scale. Curious indeed.
No, but it's true though. If you're just to give Bardock his canon shit, which is the super timeline, he gets nothing. His scaling is abysmal.
Again, you would just scale him to potentially the Ginyu Force or like the Doria and Zarbon, which I mean is still gonna be. He still gets.
I mean, look, they'd be stronger than Kui, and Kui was stronger than Vegeta during the Saiyan Saga. That's all you have to say, or that's all you can say. He's vaguely above planet level, and should be light speed. That's all you can do.
Yeah, because Super Bardock is a bitch. He's not a bitch. It's just that I think what happened is that Toriyama started doing revisionism. This happens to a lot of series, because even Fist of the North Star does this with Rao.
With Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form. And
wasn't the statement of Kui was that he was on par, not stronger? No, that was
if I remember correctly from Kai, it was that Kui was stronger, or they were around the same level.
Yes, they were around the same level. They were around the same level when Vegeta went to Earth. Regardless of Bardock's own endurance, even with his tail, the Super Saiyan form requires extensive training to improve its power and efficiency over extended periods. That's true.
Without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki.
Bro, we're getting the fucking... Are we really getting this before the video's even close? I mean, I guess it's
which
like
only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology...
Are you fucking kidding me? It blocks the fucking stats? Bro, you put this shit to the side!
Prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel...
No, hear me out. Why don't you stack this shit on the left-hand side?
That's what I'm saying! That goes on the left side!
Or put this shit in the last 20 seconds of the video when you have your rules and shit come up.
Just to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Okay, wait, damn it, there's one frame! Fuck, I gotta time
And his
this.
smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm at higher strength, better durability and stamina, far more experience, less versatile attack options. Bardock, higher speed, better ranged options, limited pull of ki, hasn't mastered Super Saiyan or Grade 8. Curious.
So overall, if you don't give him that super non-cannon speed feat, he's only got range.
So this is gonna really depend on how you want to take the feats in question, because I've heard a lot of people complain about the strength feats they give Nolan or Omni-Man, because there are a lot of people who disagree with both the planet feat going to him, and I kind of disagree with that too to some extent, but I'll explain based on my limited information on it. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything about the fucking Sun Disc. Yeah, if you want to fight the Sun Disc one, go for it. It's almost like they're trying to hide their mistakes. All that fundraiser for abysmal video planning. So the animation was good. I got a question. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Death Battle was gone for an extended period of time. Do their researchers just not even do research in matchups for fun? Like, what happened here? Because even by Death Battle standards, this was interesting.
This felt like
Devil Artemis
this
fucking
felt like
carrying again as per usual.
this felt like the team that was given Dragon Ball did everything they can to throw everything at the wall to see what stuck for Bardock. I don't know. Whether or not you agree or disagree with what they give Omni-Man, his feats seemed easier to work with than like some of the stuff of Bardock. Because a lot of Bardock stuff, if they didn't tell you, because I know they didn't tell you that those were non-canon like scenes.
No, because they made fun of using non-canon scenes.
Yeah, so it seems like they were stretching and trying to find whatever they could for Bardock.
The planet was going to survive the Infinity Ray, which did casually blow up a star. Did it blow up the star due to a chain reaction or not? Because I do remember in the scan in question, Thetis claims that if they don't hit the planet fast enough, the core will stabilize and they'll die on impact. So they can't really destroy the core. They destabilize the core. I would not give them the planet destroying feat because they don't. They themselves do not destroy the planet the way you would scale it. They destabilize its core and that blows up the planet. Although I do believe they survived the explosion from the outside, which I would personally.
At worst, you would just say how big the planet is, and at the highest interpretation, you just like split it 3 ways.
What do you mean, Kyle? No, because they don't. They flat out. The guy who they're using as a source for the strength of Viltrumites flat out says if the core stabilizes, we will die on impact. So they don't scale to the core. They literally got lucky because the core was already damaged and they destabilized it further. But also.
So you're just gonna claim that it's a what's called unverifiable. Unverifiable. What's the other word I'm looking for?
It's inconclusive, or I guess what would be the correct term?
We are traveling around the right word. It's just not the right one. I use it all the time for the beast, but I can't fucking remember what I called it. If you ask me tomorrow, I'll fucking know the word.
Alright, well hang on.
It's
not reliable?
No. What's it called when somebody tries to say that something happened, but we don't have enough evidence to see how it actually happened?
Unknown. Uncertain.
No.
Also, hang on.
Unquantifiable?
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure if that's what, like, you wanted to use. But yeah, let's go with unquantifiable. Also, inconclusive. No, it has to start with un. Also, they Mark's there as well, who's only a Viltrumite at the time to have adrenaline, which boosts his strength and durability. Apparently, Infinite Ultron versus Future Large Clockman Depa. Marvel's giving. Sorry, bro, I don't know that. There's also the fact that Viltrumite's skill above Tech Jacket and other heroes did fight planet level characters. Okay, so there are other feats then. If there's other feats, that's fine. I'm just saying that particular planet feat should not be used. But the Sun Disc was fine.
So, this is one of the things where it's just like, again, people have so many issues with a lot of Death Battle's fights because they just do not give you enough evidence. There's evidence probably there. They just don't fucking give it to you. And this is the most annoying part about it, is that, again, they're trying to make this bite-sized so mushy brain dickheads will actually stay and watch it.
A real
But
challenge.
in the end, and I'm going to keep saying this, you are a versus show for the versus community first, and then a casual watch. You need to put all of your evidence on the table, so nobody can come and say, "Well, hang on, this doesn't seem fucking right."
Unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the bardock.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time on Death Battle.
So I'm going to say this now, as somebody who knows both of these characters and you only know one of them. This fight literally comes down to whether or not you think Rin can survive or like resist causality. If he can't, Gold Experience Requiem will win. That's literally what this fight comes down to, is whether or not.
But you failed to quantify the SMT scaling, my friend. You failed to quantify that he can SMT can.
Fuck them. Persona doesn't scale to SMT. Fuck them.
But it does, Kyle. But can fucking that guy summon Lucifer or not? Like, can the Persona 5 guy summon Lucifer or Satan, or can he not do that? I need to know before I say it.
Yeah, they can, but here's the problem.
So he can summon the man who's a causal.
Yeah, but here's the problem. No, but here's the problem. Here's the problem, is that Personas are not the same as demons, and they make this very clear in both movies.
Superior.
No. Stop memeing. Like, this is actually, like, fucking annoying. So, this fight will just come down to whether or not you think that Rin knew what happened when Maruki rewrote the universe. If not, then Gold Experience wins.
If I remember correctly from a spoiler, I've seen discussion on this because I've seen this debate happen before. Actually, no, I think you told me this. He doesn't know what happened. Someone else reminds him about it, right? When they're like,
yes.
The world gets rewritten. Yeah, I think you're the one who told me that. Actually,
yes. Akechi. Akechi basically has to kind of like jumpstart his memory because Rin goes through the day normal. He doesn't think anything of it.
Wait, hang on. You say Akechi, the fucking the brown haired guy, right?
Yes.
Hang on. All right. Oh, fuck. Gosh darn it! My fucking. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Now let's jump back here. All right, I'm back. Continue.
Yes.
Well, okay. So he wakes him up, so to speak.
So the reason Akechi knows is because Akechi knows he dies earlier in the game, and Maruki brings him back to life. And the entire thing of this is literally, do you want to live in... So it's basically a way better version of the Infinite Tsukiyomi. So what Maruki basically does is he basically gives you this choice of, would you rather live in this perfect world that none of you had to fight for this, I gave you this perfect world, but then Akechi's just like, I don't want to live under the thumb knowing that my destiny is not mine to control.
He says, as he pulls out his gun in a very ironic twist. But no, alright, so Well, no, because it's going to depend how they downplay Gold Experience Requiem, too. Because, Kyle, you weren't ready for this, but I'm ready for this. Are you ready for them to say that King Crimson is perception manipulation?
Fucking do not. Do you want me to rate up the scans that literally say every fucking time it's time manipulation and he's racing time?
Kyle, I think we should be ready. I think there's a
I
very
do
good
not want to
chance-
hear them fucking say that. That is so fucking stupid. If they're gonna go that route, then Dio is controlling perception.
I genuinely believe that Death Battle will address the perception argument, and I am very convinced, based on how Death Battle scales, that they will disagree with it. But I would not be surprised if they agree with the perception argument for.
I'm gonna say this now. Rin is gonna get every category, but they'll say a massive but. The reason he loses is because he can't get past Gold Experience Requiem. That's what I'm gonna call it as.
You mean Ren, right? His name's Ren?
I think it's REN, or it could be RIN.
RIN is a girl's name. So it should be REN.
Actually, it's not. It's actually.
No, Kyle, I looked up the fucking name. It is technically gender neutral, but it's gender neutral the same way Artemis is gender neutral. Where technically it's gender neutral, but everyone knows it goes on everyone knows who gets that name.
Yes, and it's like fucking Kelly.
Is Kelly gender neutral?
Yes.
Show me a guy named Kelly. You're confusing Ren with Ren, the great character from Zim's book. Thank you, Sparta. But yeah, no, you keep saying Ren. I'm pretty sure it's Ren. But yeah, how strong is Rido from SMT? I'm gonna say this, and SMT scalers are gonna get on my ass. But as far as I'm convinced, Uni plus to maybe multiversal.
For what?
For Rido from SMT. I actually disagree with SMT scaling massive like
like
at the moment.
because I remember you went through SMT3 and you brought this up, and I couldn't defend against it. Where it's just like the best that the Demi-Fiend showed was Uni plus.
Yeah.
And everything else that people say about how SMT scales comes from articles that are like 40 years old and may not even still be applicable.
Yeah.
Or even if they're interpreted properly, because me, Zim, and Mengler have had a bad habit in the last 2 years of going through like several different verses, and we gather up as much evidence as possible, and we find that people are either misinterpreting or flat out lying about the evidence.
Yeah.
So we don't know if this is a case of like SMT scalers lying through their fucking teeth because they know that the series is so fucking massive that no one's gonna like fact check them. Because I remember when I used to go through some of the SMT games, the best you get is actually like Uni plus for a lot of the characters, unless you start believing like the characters are all like part of the same character throughout the multiverse.
Yeah. It was mainly because of how Kagasuchi's explained and how Kagasuchi works, where I ultimately end up disagreeing with it.
Well, it kind of makes sense to put them in Uni plus for how Apocalypse treats it, because especially when they do the Messiah's DLC.
Yes. Also, can I just say, on a personal level, I really hate that SMT3 Nocturne ends with the Demi-Fiend being technically stabbed in the back by Lucifer. I always thought that was fucking stupid for the Messiah DLC. The Messiah DLC, I think, sucked in general. It was nice seeing the characters, but
did that Messiah DLC lead into 5?
I believe it does, because according to the Messiah DLC, Demi-Fiend dies to Lucifer after the fight by being stabbed in the back. However, he survives and is present during the events of SMT5 as the true demons return. So, I think what happens in the Messiah DLC, is what sets up probably SMT5. Because I've already said this before. I know they'll never confirm it, but SMT5 is a direct sequel to Nocturne. Calling it right now. What's
Well, it also shows, like, if they're gonna start trying to say that, like, Persona characters scale to the SMT multiverse, they have to present some actual, like, real good evidence that they do scale across all of the games, and not just, like, their own little individual pocket universes.
I'm still busy with Persona 3 and writing a trash parody movie, so yeah, I have not had enough time to get through that. That being said, I don't... scaling Persona is like, I kind of want to, but then I'm like, I have so many things on the back burner, I don't want to throw that fucking shit in there.
So, Persona isn't hard until you start... Like, Persona isn't hard until you realize that Q exists, which link all three, like, games together.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I know you disagree with this position, but, like, from what I've seen so far, I scale all the protagonists relative to each other.
I didn't believe that until I saw the thing saying that the games for, like, the Persona Q games are canon, and then I've changed my mind.
The real question is how much.
The problem is when do the Q games take place in the timeline? Because they usually take place around, like, the festivals.
Actually,
So it's not really the end game version of any of those characters.
Well, you haven't played it. When did that being revealed in the Persona 3 DLC that came out recently? Because you fight Joker's ghost in that one. When is it being revealed about Joker? What does it say about him? Hang on. I'm looking this up. Do I have anything sketchy? I do not. Let's go. Persona 3 Joker boss fight. Let's see what it says. Sorry about this, chat, but I just want to see if it gives a description for the fight, because usually that's how it works. Oh, do we not get a description for this fight?
I'm sure it's a fight in the Velvet Room.
Okay, so it's powerful but not faint. It's like he's not actually here. Okay, yeah, so it's another Echo fight, yeah, but I was kind of hoping to give information about it.
Well, something else that, like, a lot of people need to understand too about Ren is the Sentinel that you get at the end of the game when you fight Sentinel. Not Sentinel, when you fight Yaldabaoth. That's not the actual size of Sentinel. That's the one that's being amped by the people. When you're able to fuse Sentinel, that's his real size.
If I had to guess, I'd say that person was likely the product of the abyss of time reflecting someone's wishes. That's probably a new location for Persona 3 I don't know about yet. Maybe nobody wished to be a specific person, but they could have wished for something like, I want to fight someone really strong, for example, something more vague. It's also quite possible the abyss had nothing to do with it. This was doing of some other thing in some other place. A place other than the abyss. Maybe someone or multiple people's inner thoughts were manifested somewhere else, and that place connected to the abyss. And if the abyss used that connection to grant a wish, then maybe both it and the other place are equally responsible. Okay, so they don't actually explain how the fuck that fight happens.
All that sounds like to me is that it's the same thing that happened with the other Echo fights, because the Velvet Room is technically not set in one specific time or place. The hearts and minds of the fucking protagonists, like, transcend time so they can all fight each other to some extent.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of debating if I should just play the fucking remake of Persona 3 just so I can, like, get through the game faster by controlling my teammates, but I'm already 20 hours into the other one. I'm pretty sure.
Just fucking watch the cutscene so we can get to Arena.
No! Okay, I don't know. Okay, wait, are Persona and SMT in the same universe? That's gonna depend heavily on what you buy, because they're.
I don't buy it whatsoever.
Oh my god, oh, thank goodness I waited, because fuck me, I do not want to open that up on stream. Whew.
Unwholesome cur.
It is very wholesome. The only person who would know otherwise would be Newhin, and Newhin will stab me in the back.
Gather your thoughts. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to the toilet.
Alright. I wonder if Jay's still here. No, I think Jay's still here. Let's go in as Virgil and actual scaling. DMC stream, let's go. Yeah, we'll finish off some DMC tonight. Why not? Well, so Jay right there is the guy whose mods we've been playing for the past couple of streams, or the mods he requested. It's just that he hasn't been here for any of them. I mean, give it a few more minutes, and then sure. It's just that, like, my connection's kind of laggy, so you're probably better off just typing things out here. Yeah, sorry, I was playing Virgil last time. Let's switch over to your characters for now. I did beat the game, because I'm a fucking G. I believe I did clear, yeah, World Mission 2, Client Fall with Nero. Yeah, if we want to give some background on, like, the fucking, how you actually got these mods done or something like that, it's pretty chill. I don't know how you guys take it, but the bow character can be given a platonic bow as a weapon in queue. I do not even want to get into platonic fucking concept scaling. Yeah, for now we're just playing. Later on we can have just a more dedicated DMC stream with your mods, and then we can talk about more there when people show up. Unfortunately, my fucking connection is fucking dog shit. Oh, I forgot about, I'm not looking at it like this.
Hey, we doing this or what?
People actually question whether or not you changed the face on Nero one of the streams.
Any special orders?
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, no. At this point, I don't care to scale Persona to SMT, and I don't want to go through all that lore. Alright, yeah, we'll take table hopper too. From there. Does you make any better internet? My internet was fine! They fucked it up behind the scenes! I'm innocent! Oh, I like how that fucking changed.
Yeah, because ultimately, because I've had this discussion with Zim, and this fight has kind of done like 5 like 180s in the community, where people have like gone in hard on both sides. But what I've seen a lot now is people saying that like a lot of Ren's win cons are due to heavy assumptions and not really much direct evidence.
I am sorry that, like, I basically just break the thing already.
But if we're going by what we do know about the characters and what they're bringing to the table, it's going to come down to a bottom line of, do you think that he can resist causality? If yes, then he'll win the fight. If not, then Giorno will win.
Oh, fuck, I'm bad with Nero!
Because what people kind of need to understand as well, that like depending on how you want to scale it, both of them technically have the same level of AP, have the same level of speed. It just comes down to, do you think that he resists the hacks? Because technically both scale to Uni Plus. Technically, from what Gold Experience Requiem did for King Crimson, and because of Ren scaling to Yaldabaoth, who could merge both mementos with the physical world, and Maruki doing the same thing. So they both at the same level of AP in terms of speed. Because Gold Experience Requiem can move in a place that has no time, he would technically be inaccessible. And because the Velvet Room exists in a place between mind and matter, which technically has no time, anyone who could move in the Velvet Room would technically be inaccessible as well. So you've got 2 people who have the same AP, the same speed, so it's going to come down to what do they resist.
Yeah. Yes.
If they want to go to the intelligence category, join intelligence. I don't care what the fans are trying to say and waiting for the like.
Alright, go on, speak.
So I don't care what Persona fans want to try and like wank for the intelligence category for Persona characters, but in terms of intelligence, you're not beating the fucking JoJo character, especially not fucking Giorno.
You don't think that Ren is smart enough to outsmart Giorno?
No.
Why not, Kyle?
Giorno's very intelligent. Also, I would basically just say, from what we've seen, if this is going to come down to hesitation, one's way more ruthless than the other. But again, this is just going to come down to, do you think that he can resist causality? If he can, he'll win. If he can't, then Ren will win. That's all this comes down to. There's no other category. It's either he resists and wins, or he doesn't and he loses.
Okay, so hear me out. What if we get Eyes of Heaven scaling?
That doesn't do anything for Giorno.
Stream is done.
No, that only does stuff for Jojo and Dio. Everyone else kind of gets like sidetracked. So the only people that actually works out well for is the Part 7 cast, because it shows that they can keep up with like all of the other like parts. I mean, you can. There's not really any reason not to. Well, there isn't really.
Fuck, I'm so bad with fucking Hero. Fuck me. I'm sorry, chat, that you guys have to fucking watch this. So glad Double Dragon did this. But yeah, no. So I take it you are going to be looking forward to that, to watching that battle then? We're gonna
Fucking, the word looking forward is a very strong word.
Hang on. What the hell's going on here? Because I'm missing a little bit. Let's get that away from there. Kyle's looking forward to it, guys. But yeah. So, now I'm just gonna have to sit down and maybe start working out some fucking Osra scaling here and there. Show the vortex. Do I even have that move unlocked? Remember, Jay, I haven't unlocked all the moves yet, so please be patient. I even have vortex unlocked, not tutorial.
You don't have all the fucking.
So I told Devil this because Devil was here last time and you weren't. So this account is not fully leveled up. This is like a brand new account because I thought I beat this game on PC, but it was only Xbox. Yeah, I don't have it yet. Sorry.
Trying to stop.
How long are the Gas 2 Death Battle episodes going to be? Good question, actually. From what they said, they're not doing seasons anymore, but I think it's supposed to be like one episode a month. I think.
No, I don't know about that. Because they already had, so they already had all this polished. So I'm assuming that they're polishing off at least the last couple of fights. So that means like they've gotten all their research done for what they've done so far. Now they're just doing the fights, and I'm going to assume that it's going to be I'm going to assume it's going to continue going the way it used to. And then they're going to ask for another crowd fund once the season's over.
I don't think they're going to crowdfund again once the season's over. Well, no, they're not doing seasons at all. So it's just going to be slow returns over time.
Slow is relative. I'm guessing that this is going to come out in the next 3 weeks. Just like they used to do.
That could be true, actually. I will say I do like if I can ever get a fucking hit. Man, I don't think I have one yet. I got one here. I'm sorry, chat. I'm a Virgil main. I'm a V main and a Virgil main. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not used to this fucking effort.
Let's see.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think overall though, that battle made a strong comeback. I am just a little bummed out personally that they decided to ditch their avatars. Although I can respect why they would do that when apparently not everyone was sold the avatars. Which is fair.
I mean, it was nice to look at. The problem is that it didn't add anything, and it didn't make their jokes funnier. It just became more of a cost.
That's fair.
Because they still do skits and shit like they used to. They just don't have the avatars. And I found that their jokes hit harder when it was just them talking and not having the avatars. Because sometimes they had the avatars do some goofy fucking shit.
Not mine.
I never realized that that actual fucking area doesn't just break on contact. I didn't realize you actually had to fight there to break it. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Sorry, Jay. I'm sorry, my account's not maxed out. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait for the DMD playthrough for that. So yeah, I will say I am pleased. I am pleased. No, I don't. I am pleased that battle did come back the way they did. I always thought it was a shame they didn't leave off on their own terms, but it would have been a good ending point, to be fair.
No, I disagree. I fucking wish they never came back. Because you have to go into the fucking Rift community again.
Damn! Fucking Kyle's just being fucking brutal about it.
Oh, I'm being fucking truthful. You also had the same fucking opinion.
I have to some extent to compare. I will not deny.
No, when they fucked off for like a good year, the rest of the community was actually starting to become like more sane, and they weren't just gonna like use these people as a fucking like crutch for their own opinions.
And now we're back to the great wrong.
Again, that doesn't mean that they don't get fights right from time to time. It's just that when they do get it right, they just usually explain it very fucking poorly.
I'm pretty sure to show off my $30 effect attack. I understand. $30? That's how much it cost you? It's actually pretty cheap, all things considered, for a mod. But yeah. You know, someone in the server was talking about fucking Clive versus Dante for some reason as a matchup. But I'm like, bro, why are you bringing up Final Fantasy matchup? You already know I got Pete, Pedakis, and Pincher away, bro. Why are you trying? Actually, I should probably do Clive versus Dante like before the end of the year.
Oh, I saw that and I'm just like, one has good scaling and the other one's fucking Clive. And he's just like, what was the problem with it? It's just like, from memory, you can't even say that, what's his name?
Alright. Holy fucking shit. Drag it over here. Alright, Kyle, speak. Alright, speak.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. Continue.
So, the problem with it was that you can't even. The ending of 16 is so fucked because there's a lot of evidence that the final fight with Ultima is in your fucking head. It's not physical.
Yeah, but because I gotta go through that portion of the guidebook again. I'm gonna take pictures of that entire section because I think I'm gonna have someone who's more of a native speaker. Yeah, that's what the attack looks like right now, Jay. I need to get to level 3 to make it look good. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's the problem we had, because it's like, if you're ever going to scale Clive, you have to make a decision on that, whether or not you think that it's in his head, or that was actually physical. But there's not enough evidence that it was physical. That's the problem.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but can I just skip this whole section? Dang it, I did jump too fucking late. But yeah, no. Because I do need to figure that out as well. I wasn't too worried about scaling 16 times.
The only thing that's going to save 16 is when a new Dissidia comes out. A new Dissidia.
God, off the so fucking deep, bro. Why did it have to end?
Because you know that's pretty much the only thing that's going to save, like, Clive scaling, because we're in a fuck situation where it's like, we've seen the best that he can do, and they were pretty much shitting bricks about fucking Bahamut, about to destroy the planet.
Yeah. The entire mod costs $120. That's actually not that bad for mods, actually. That's actually a pretty good deal, Jay.
Not gonna lie, this new arm is pretty sweet.
Oh, that explains the details, because that's actually, I think it's actually on the cheaper side. No, I'm a little on the side they shouldn't have come back. It'd be better if they should have come back. I don't know. I kind of, as a creator, respect the idea of a creator being able to, like, call it quits on their own terms. But at the same time, I think for the community overall, them being gone would probably be better. Per character?
What do you mean per character?
So Jay's talking about how much it costs for these mods per character. Because these are Jay's mods, and so so $240. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not for. Okay, so we need to exceed 3. There we go. All right, so this time, hopefully we can show off your effects. Yeah, no, I can kind of agree with Kyle. It's just that, the worst part, this thing about Death Battle that always sucked ass was that most people could do their own basic research and disagree with Death Battle with actual evidence. And it never made sense how Death Battle always had those problems. Because they weren't always scaling big characters, you know?
I think the thing that really bites them in the ass is how they sell themselves. Because ultimately, if they just sold it as this is their opinion, people would care, but no one would really give them as much pushback as they do. The problem is that they show themselves up as the arbiters of this is the final say of who should win. And they've never gone back and said that they've gotten fights wrong.
That's fair. That's true, Jay. We need Jay, next time before the next time I stream this, we need to fix this up so that we can get your moonlight effects in there.
If they ever, like, basically backpedal and say that, like, we're not the be-all and end-all, I think it would go miles. But they just never do. They always held themselves up, even now, as they are the definitive people to put a full stop on a fight.
Yeah. No, I agree. a backstory on it. He's just a random demon who wanted to get the fruit. Apparently he's got a ton of eyes in his stomach, but you don't really see all that well in the game. Well, I mean, you see the ones on his like chest, but I think like the
Cool trick. Hey, do you do parties?
I forgot I called Goliath. He's not that big.
Yeah, maybe I will. Sorry.
I think the next death battle that we're gonna have like a massive visceral reaction. It's not gonna be Gold Experience versus Ren. It's gonna be Kratos versus Astra. Because I pretty much made my peace with the next matchup. It can go either way depending on what you buy. Kratos versus Astra, however, is going to be the one where it's just going to be like, okay, what are you willing to wank Kratos to? Because I don't know if they're going to be willing to wank Kratos, or if they're actually going to be like, there's enough evidence to suggest that Kratos is not even getting off, like, fucking mountain. No, but aren't you just excited that, you know, a 20-minute video will turn into a 4.5 hour stream because, you know, maybe I won't shut the fuck up? Well, you want to know what's the worst part? We do all this research and we don't get paid. They do half-ass research and they get fucking paid for it. I'll never forget that conversation for the rest of my fucking life. Just basically the high-pitched thing of surprise in Cyber's voice when he's just like, you guys don't get paid. It's like with, you know, the Where the Millers meme? It's like the opposite of that. It's like, you guys don't get paid? No, Cyber, who do you think our benefactors are? We do this for fun. Unless you want to chuck us some coin. Yeah, well, seeing when the death battle's over and you're just going to be playing Devil May Cry, I'll let you be.
Yes, I'm good, man. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it.
You're eating garbage now?
Fuck
weird
me,
taste.
bro. With the Virgil fucking... When I was playing the fucking Virgil mod, I was like fucking done here. Fuck me. I might die here, actually. Ooh, that fucking cave was on fucking point. There was a fax main. Can you let him go wherever, or nah? I'm not too familiar with that one. I know you can throw him into it.
How about we wrap this?
Fuck it. No, we technically, I now remember how to break my fucking devil worm. Oh, well, alright. That was alright, I'll take it. This fight's also a lot harder because I don't have enemy step. Enemy step fucking trivializes the fuck out of this fight. You can muster his charge, can you?
curse my stars in a bit of grief and woe.
Shit, is that DMC5 best new character?
My love so high, and me so low.
Yeah, I was not gonna fuck with all those other mods to make V's like hair or face change. I was way too. Although I forgot to download the mod you said for the summons. I will have to get that next time.
Little wanderer, I thee home.
Before someone says it looks out of place, to be clear, that looked out of place even with the regular models.
Thought I was gonna have to pick you out of his, tummy teeth.
Pardon my delay. I was catching up on some reading.
Yeah, looks like a real page turner. So, you think Dante's still in there?
If Urizen defeated him, then I expect he's not much more than Glyphod pollen by now.
A what?
Glyphod. It's a tree that grows in the underworld. It thrives on human blood, and those whose blood it sucks, well, let's just say they don't turn out too well.
Welcome back, Dave.
Well, in any case, we need to find out. If Dante's alive, we'll save him. If not, we don't.
Wait. First, we need to exterminate some Glyphod roots.
You know, every time he talks, it's supposed to sound like there's like a double meaning or that he's like playing an angle.
What the hell are you?
But it's just so weird because he doesn't like that's not the angle he's going for.
I know I'm late. Shut it! The roads were all clogged. Hey, you must be V, huh? Hey, you're gonna get that? Ding, 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 right by your feet. Woo-wee! I'm gonna make something amazing out of this.
Did you just sniff that? Do you have any idea where that's been?
Up your butt?
Focus on the mission.
The Nero and Dante mods are nice. The color palette changes are nice. I'm sorry I can't show it off to greater effectiveness. I'm not a main for either character. I play real characters like V. But yeah, so Mangler will be streaming tomorrow, so we'll probably do like one more mission, and then we'll call it there for now. Hopefully next time we're doing this, we will, hopefully me and Jay during the week can meet up and take care of...
I think we should split into two groups.
Fixing with the mods.
Cover more ground.
At least so that way his character can get the Moonlight mod.
Behold, my genius. Cash first.
All the materials I collected for your little pet projects don't count for anything.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it.
Well, your quality control sucks ass, and you know that.
Or maybe don't let the demon smack you around so much.
Whatever.
I am truly gifted. It's a work of art.
Oh, so you're an artist now, huh?
Yes, I am. Got any questions, little chicken? My grandmother was called the 45 caliber virtuoso, legendary gunsmith. I hope to be like her someday, an artist and a lethal artisan. Everything I create is art, whether it's a gun or a steel pot to cook birds in. Any more questions? Huh? Little chickie.
I'll take my leave now. And if I don't see you along the way, I'll see you at the bottom of the Glyphod.
Sure.
Technically at the top or whatever.
What are you gonna do?
I gotta shake the cobwebs out. I'll let you know. Hey, you got any more questions? Better ask it now. I can't read minds. Ooh, well, yeah.
I do wonder if we will get our DMC game, but I like I've been saying before, I think we're just gonna get some remakes and that's it. I don't think we'll get another fully fledged DMC game for a good long while. Especially with now that Itsuno sort of taking his lead. You know, she claims she wants money, but then she lets me pay with fucking devil breakers. Or with fucking demonic demon orbs. Very, very convincing. Very convincing. Yeah, let's go ahead and get enemy step, because enemy step is one of those abilities that isn't all that useful most of the time, but every now and again you run into a scenario where you're like, yeah, I would want enemy step. And I literally just played the only boss in the game where enemy step genuinely fucking matters. So I just wasted 45,000 blood orbs for the next time I fight him.
Alright, move out.
Artemis doesn't care about enemy step. You don't get iframes on enemy step. You know, with all those mods you had, I'm surprised there wasn't like a Devil Breaker effect mod change, unless that's like too much. Or that was the Moonlight mod changes.
Think I'll handle the closer one first. Gotta start somewhere.
Oh, damn, okay. I went a little higher than I was expecting for that one. Like I said earlier, we will be able to do his two-district after all. Despite telling me he would not be able to. Apparently that is happening now. Alright, so to be clear, while I am free this week to some extent, I will not really be free Thursday and Friday. I unfortunately have a funeral to attend. So there probably won't be any Friday contract. There probably won't be number Kyle's Thursday either, unfortunately. That means this is really long trip.
Come on, baby!
Well, yeah, I can tell he did it. So I'll see what time I can contact you.
So this Clyphot. Screw it. We're taking this fucking thing down.
I went in the wrong direction. That's fine. We don't need that gold orb.
That was great. Now the roots are in my way.
I believe Mingler will be playing Spark Zero, though. So for those of you I do not know. Motherfucker! with them. I always found the
Blue
whole
tech
fucking
be coming
technique
from
so
somewhere.
fucking useless. How is that cheaper than fucking, I don't understand. How is that one cheaper than fucking, the model? What moves are you even, well, I guess I'll find out when you make them, but like, that seems a lot cheaper than it should be. Oh, that's funny as hell. Fucking die. Because the 120's effects, texture model, and rigging. And then,
Bingo.
how is it rigging? Aren't they just replacing like some of the stuff that's already there? Like, I guess I don't know. I'm aware I probably don't know mod as well as I probably should, but like. Are we too low? No, over there. Has he fit? Look at the code closer. Is this not just the same code? A lot of area effects. Is this from the base game or is this the code? The code does have some differences, but I didn't think they were enough to justify like new rigging. Interesting. Wait, the arm got changed too? The sword, I guess I could see. Well, how'd the arm get changed?
You want me to follow you? No way, asshole. You bring that shit to me.
Oh, photo mode and UT. Alright, next time we go DT. No way, there is fighting. Alright, so what should I be looking at here? Is it the wings? I'm more tired than I would have expected. I've had some rough couple of nights of sleep. Let the breaker load. Okay. What are we looking at here? I'm not, is it that? Is it that right there? That glowy thing? Oh, the breaker's gone. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Let's get airborne.
That's origin bonus 3 little back. That's not just replacing the Red Queen, right? That's why I assumed was going on there, that they were just replacing Red Queen with that one. I never really, yeah, because it actually does stay on his back. It's not really floating. Huh. I wouldn't have noticed that. I thought that was just like them replacing the Red Queen sprite with that one. That would have just come out naturally like that.
Without strength, you can't protect anything. No.
Why not? Let's get the cutscene.
You're up, Nico.
Rude. The mods do look nice though. I didn't realize the jacket was different though. I thought it was just a color scheme. Yeah. We'll try out that Moonlight mod until by the next time we do this. I just forgot that I was going to do this Friday because of going that funeral. Although I will be participating in a dunk tank where I will be dunked for money. I'm trying to see if I can't get some good we tried that, remember? It didn't work.
Hey,
an attack actually happened. Oh, so I can't break that charge? Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, fucking, I don't know who the fuck is talking about fucking,
Your voice is so annoying.
Yeah, enemy step does nothing to fight. I mean, I already see that. Can I not grab her out of her fucking charge? Bro, there's no way you were telling me I'm messing up the timing that bad. Yeah, fuck out of here. No, you can't. Oh, she's actually gonna kill this. Is that fucking I was gonna say, as long as it's some fucking stupid ass Echidna timing? Nah, bro. Very convenient, Nero didn't actually fucking cut clean through her and like cut like to do scars. So
Dante's friend.
It's Lady.
You know her?
From my gunsmith days.
What?
Can't believe you do this to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man.
So the effects are in the cutscenes too? Yes.
I'm joking. Hey, loosen up your jockstrap.
Haha.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
Yeah. Kyrie would kill me right now.
I think we hit the D&D on this one. Yeah. I am just not a good Nero player, unfortunately. I've got the entire thing to do. But yeah. Yeah. So next time we'll have the Moonlight mod set up, and then hopefully if my internet's better, we can have a conversation about it. Because unfortunately, I can't seem to hold many Discord conversations for long. But, so, with that said, we'll call it there. Thank you guys for your time as always. We did see a Death Out video, played some more DMC5. But I want to get some sleep because I am feeling very tired these days. So with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody, and have yourselves a nice night.